Hi everyone, this is Rob here again with the next video in our series of DevOps focused videos. In this series, we go over how you can use Contrast to fit in with and even improve the speed and reliability of your application release schedule. In this video, we'll cover Bugzilla, which is a widely used bug tracker. We also support integration with Jira, and it works in a very similar way as how you'll see Bugzilla works. Our integration with Bugzilla allows you to file bugs on vulnerabilities right from the TeamSever, so you don't have to manually port the details over. This is very helpful, for example, if you're a developer and have confirmed a vulnerability is one which should be fixed right away. Instead of creating a new bug with the same information, you can file a bug right from the TeamSever and get started on coding the fix. For this video, I'll be using a publicly available instance of Bugzilla located at landfill.bugzilla.org. I already have logged in and I have full access to this server, so I can create bugs in here as I please. I'd like to file bugs in the food replicator and salt product category. So let's get started. The first step we need to do is go to our TeamSever, which I have open here, and log in, which I've already done. Once you're in, you click on your name and click on Organization Settings and then click on Integrations. Here's a list of all the integrations which TeamSever currently supports. We're interested in Bugzilla, so we will click Connect here. Great, now all we need to do is just fill in the information for our Bugzilla server. As you can see, the username and password has already been filled out for me, but that's because I've already configured a Bugzilla server before and it thinks that I'm going to use the same one, which is not the case, so I'm going to delete that. First of all, the name is the Bugzilla integration name. That's just what this integration will be called. Whenever we want to send a bug using this integration, then we will refer to it by its name that we're going to specify here. So I just like to name this Bugzilla landfill. The host for me will be Bugzilla. Branch. Great. My username is Trust. The application that I want to add is all of them. The applications that you select here will just give you the ability to file bugs in those applications. If you don't select an application, then you won't even see the option to use this integration within that application. So if you do include an application here, you still are able to choose whether or not you want to file bugs using this integration. But if you don't even select that application, then you don't even get to use this integration. For me, I'd like to enable it for all my applications just in case I want to file bugs across any of them. So I'm just going to add all of them here. The product is food replicator. The component is salt. My version is 1.0, and my priority is P2 that I want to file these bugs with. I'm just going to say P2 because I'll probably be filing bugs on high or critical vulnerability issues, which are a P2 out of P5 for me. So once you have everything filled out here on this page, click Test Connection, and hopefully it's successful. Great, so it looks like it connected. And that's it, you're done. So just go ahead and click Save. And now we're ready to use this Bugzilla integration and start filing bugs for any application which we have specified inside that integration. So let's make sure that it works and how the resulting bug looks like. To test it out, I'm going to click into one of my applications. I'd like to file a bug in my WebGoat application. So I'm going to click the application, and you go into the vulnerability screen, and I would really like to get this critical SQL injection issue fixed. And for that, I need to file a bug. So you can check this box here and click this Send Vulnerability button here. This gives you an option to either send to Bug Tracker or send by email. I want to send by Bug Tracker, and here we get an option to choose which Bug Tracker we want to include. I'm going to choose this integration that I just added, Bugzilla Landfill. So now it's using this Bug Tracker, and I want to include everything inside the bug, so I'm just going to check all the boxes and click Send. Now this is packaging up this vulnerability in a format that Bugzilla supports and send it to Bugzilla, and great, looks like it was successful. So let's go back into Food Replicator here and just see if that bug actually was filed. So the salt, and sorted by changed, it looks like it just came in. And as you can see here, it has the complete details of the vulnerability. We have our trace UUID, we have a link to link directly back to the vulnerability, we have a short summary of the vulnerability, a quick recommendation on how to fix it. We also have the stack trace that resulted from the vulnerability being exercised. And lastly, we also have the HTTP request that triggered the vulnerability in the first place. As a developer, that's all you really need. If you're trying to fix this vulnerability, you have your request here, which is a test case to reproduce the issue. And then you also have the stack trace, which resulted from the vulnerability, and where you can go in and try and figure out which one of these methods you want to implement your fix in. So you have everything you need in this bug report to fix the SQL injection vulnerability. And let's say that you're the admin who created this bug, and the developer is now taking a look at the bug which you have created, and maybe they don't understand what's really going on. They can just click here into this trace link and be taken directly into the vulnerability, so they get even more details about this, and hopefully that will answer any questions that they might have. That's all there is to it. All you need to do is configure the Bugzilla server information in with your TeamSever. Once your integration is set up, you can start using it right away on any applications that you've enabled it for. It's very simple to integrate Contrast in with the tools your team is already using. Again, if your tool wasn't covered in this video, hopefully you have an idea of how simple the workflow is to get a vulnerability in Contrast into a bug tracker that you're already using. Here at Contrast, we pride ourselves on being a DevOps shop, and we try to implement the same DevOps technique which we also market to the public. Contrast can fit in very well with the DevOps lifecycle and can even help you improve it. If you have any recommendations for other tools and how Contrast can integrate with it, feel free to shoot us an email at support@contrastsecurity.com, and we'll be happy to create one for it. We only just got started with how well Contrast works in a DevOps focused environment. Please check out the other DevOps videos to learn more ways on how you can use Contrast to ensure your applications are secure. Thank you.